Alright, well we have MirG versus TAsc playing in the best of 9 clan war, or best of 7 this time. I did not change the title. I have to update the title as soon as possible. We'll be doing that as soon as I get the chance. In the bottom hand position of Polar Knight Ellie, we have the pink Protoss player from Miraculous Gaming, COCACOLACAN. His opponent in the top half of Polar Knight, we have from TAsc, Psycho, the red Zerg player. Or, excuse me, Psych-O. It's Psych-O. Absolutely. So we have nothing too spectacular out so far. Just 1 minute in the game. That's not surprising. I'll just change the title now while there's nothing going on. Perfect. Okay, now the gateway is going down, so we're going to see none of that's fast expanding quite yet. No Forge fast expand anyway. Zerg not at any supply to be doing anything right now. I was just about to say he's not sending a drone yet. So it looks like he's going to go for pool first. There it is in the back of the base. No hatch just yet. Going to be being safe against any sort of proxy 2-gate or cannon rush of some kind. Doesn't want to deal with that really, and I do not blame him for that. We have an Overlord almost about to make it to the natural. Going to see that there is no fast expand, but not much of anything else. He's not going to be able to see what's inside the base. He will be able to see a gateway, and actually he's going to be able to come here and see that there's no gas, so there's that. Might have should COCACOLACAN have put the gas here, it would have been a little bit slightly less information for the Zerg player, because he would see this gas, and of course this gas is going to be up by now anyway, or at least one gas will be, so at least put it here where the Overlord can see it, so that he has no idea if the other gas is up, because when he sees this empty gas he'll know only one gas is up. Anyways, that was sidetracking, and we actually have a extractor going down for the Zerg player. We're going to see that early speed, get some map control, just do some stuff really. Be safe against any sort of early pressure. Not going to be harassed by that Stalker too much. Stalker is basically will take command of the field if there's no speed out. And the natural going down now for COCACOLACAN. We actually have the mothership core being boosted out here. Gonna maybe want to harass with that. Not actually sure. Wait, no, he actually does not scout yet, so that's just for safety, of course. Any sort of attack could come, but it's highly unlikely. But some sort of really early one base attack could be happening. We actually saw that in the prior clan war yesterday, not from Psycho because he wasn't in the clan war, but some guy from Team Gravity, Cham, I believe his name was. So anyways, we have pulling off of gas and actually going to the natural so that he's not oversaturated on his main. Going to be starting the speed and nothing else. Zero gas actually pulled off at the perfect time. We actually have 2 more gates at the front and a gate in the main, so it's going to be that 4-gate pressure. No tech at all. Only on 1 gas still. Only have 50 gas so far. Actually getting a sentry here and chrono boosting out. This is going to be finished before these gateways, it looks like. Or this gateway anyway. But that's okay. He's actually putting a pylon here. Did the Overlord see that? He was actually just barely out of range there, and the Lings are also out of range in the watchtower. Not going to see it. They are going to... Nope, they're not going to scout it for a very long time. Actually, this is the only single pylon there, so that's kind of a little bit... this is all or not... Well, not all or nothing. It's a little bit aggressive, I'd say, because if it were scouted early enough, it could have backfired, but it did not, so it's fine. We actually have 3 Zealots warping in, going into the natural immediately. 1 spine crawler is just about to finish, and it will in fact finish in time to actually have COCACOLACAN just back off there. We actually have only a couple Lings on the map so far, 6 Lings to be exact, and here's a Stargate on only 1 gas. A little bit odd there. Probably going to be adding gas now. There it goes. 1 gas is added. And 2 gassers are added, and will the 3rd gas be added? No. Oh no, it is added, and so now all 4 gases are in fact down for the Protoss player. going to be able to do a lot more with that. And as Time Warp goes down, trapping these queens, but a lot of lings here, and that is going to spell the end of this attack here. This Mothership Core needs to back away right now, but with the Time Warp, with the Time Slow, or Time Warp, yeah, it is Time Warp. Queen is not going to be able to catch up with the Mothership Core, and Mothership Core will, in fact, get home safely. We do not have much of an army back here for COCACOLACAN, but the Void Rays are on the way now. So one Void Ray is going to be able to take out roaches quite handily, especially with that prismatic alignment there. And this force field, this sentry will be able to force field out these lings fairly well, and the lings just back off before they're force fielded. Yeah, pretty solid defense here. We have Psycho actually taking a third now, a little bit late considering it's EVP, but he was going for those roaches and the link speed early. We actually have an Evo chamber finishing up here, and the lair on the way, pretty much done. Actually getting another queen so that he can augment the creep spread a little bit. He actually lost the queen he was using for creep spreading, so he only has 2 queens. It looks like, yeah, only has 2 queens now, one for injecting, or just for injecting. We actually have the chrono boosted forge and robo, and 2 additional gates going down, going to make the total to 6 gates. 6 gates and a robo. We're actually seeing a blocked void ray here. Whoops. Okay, so 1 void ray and a Mothership Core trying to kill this hatch. Not really going to do too well there, especially with the very low health Mothership Core. Got to watch out for that. These links setting up for some sort of attack, it looks like, or maybe a counter. Now that the void ray and Mothership Core are out on the field, he could do some damage, and that's what he's looking to do. He's going to try to do that. We actually have the Overlord actually scouted 100% of everything there, so no surprises for him. Robotics Bay is actually just out of sight of the Overlord. That was extremely close, and he's actually gonna, and he actually reveals the Robotics Bay because of the Void Ray pushing the Overlord over there. That's a little bit unfortunate, but not much you can do. Robotics Bay is actually probably expected at this point anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. And the prismatic alignment will be activated on these Void Rays to kill these roaches very quickly, and there the roaches go down very fast, especially with that Time Warp. Going to be, yeah, there we go, killing another roach for basically free. Nothing was lost from the Protoss player there. And creep coming out into the middle of the map, getting it could be a okay, now just having an extra queen for the creep spread. Had to survive on 0 creep spread. I do not have it on, I do not have the stream on, what's it called, clipboard, so I can't really paste it right now. I'll paste it after the game. So, anyways, a third coming down for COCACOLACAN for a Miraculous gaming player. 1 ling does spot it pretty much right as it starts building, and the entire army going, moving out of position to get that 1 ling. A little bit overreaction there. Could have backfired, but did not, so it's fine. This 1 Colossus by himself will be able to meet up with the pack though before anything bad happens. And I think he was trying to avoid the Overlord's vision, but he actually knows about the Robotics Bay anyway, so it's not, he did not hide anything from him, any information there. But I'm pretty sure that's why the Colossus was going over here. So we have a big engagement at the 3rd, trying to take down the 3rd. Actually huge, very nice force fields there, taking off most of the army, but there is a huge Hydra Roach army here, and that time slow. Time Warp, or Hydras are slow enough off creep, without the speed upgrade, of course. With the time slow, they are very slow. They're like queens, it looks like. And yeah, so this is definitely going to be defended. No Spire on the way for, or no high-tech units at all for Psycho. Not going to be able to take out this Colossus very well. He actually did take out the first one, but another one is already on the way, or already out on the field, and a 3rd one on the way, but 1 died, so it's going to be 2 in total. Thermal Lance has just finished, and will be very useful against these Hydras with the, and not many force fields at COCACOLACAN's disposal. Only 1 single force field, and that won't do too much of anything. We're actually, the Hydras actually come in here and focus fire on Void Rays instead of this Colossus. Maybe a misclick there, I'm not entirely sure, and loses a ton of Hydras, and not very good trade there for the Zerg player. The 3rd is completely up for Protoss. Not not completely saturated just yet, but definitely secured, and that third is going to stay up, it looks like. So we have very, very, very well defended there by COCACOLACAN. We have a Ling Hydra army and a single roach and a queen. I'm not sure if that queen is purposely in the army or not, but he will be able to transfuse once one Hydra, and Hydras are pretty squishy. That would be basically like a full Hydra. How much? Yep, exactly. Yeah, transfused is in fact Hydra's full health plus some. So it will be like an extra Hydra, I guess. Not that that matters. I'm pretty sure this queen is only accidentally in the army. He should be somewhere else spreading creep. And speaking of creep spread, it is done very well in this game here, almost all the way across the map, for this path anyway. So we actually have Protoss. Whoa! We actually have Protoss moving out. Going to be blinking on top of that queen, trying to pick it off, but other than that, not doing too much with the blink. The slow queen off of creep there is going to be taken out 100%, and this fourth is definitely going to go down for the Zerg player. He's not going to cancel. He does not get the cancel, and here comes a proxy pylon, and that is the first proxy pylon going there, and there's the second one. And it looks like, does he have? Yeah, he has two probe. He has a one probe in his main army hotkey, it looks like, and one probe just behind, I guess. Okay, this warp prism is coming out, so even if he lost the proxy pylons, he can in fact warp in with this pretty much a mobile pylon, it looks like. Is that what he's going to be using it for? Most likely. He actually traps a huge amount of roaches here, and that is very bad for the Zerg player. Let's see, not much for the force field energy anymore, though. That was basically all his force fields. He has about 2 more, I think. Corruptors actually joining the fray now, going to be able to take out those Colossus pretty easily, except for the fact that there are many Void Rays here. Actually did prismatic alignment with nothing around, but now the Corruptors are trying to kill everything, and the Void Rays are not target fire. Now they are target firing the Corruptors. A little bit late on that, but is still very good. The extra Stalkers are warping in, and this is pretty much GG for the Zerg player. Did not even take out all the Colossus. Now he's trying to take out. Now he just takes out one of them. And that's me. That's my fault. And well, there's the GG, I guess.